Hi, this is Ivan Meisner, founder of BNI, and I am here with John Maxwell, and this is part of the video series that we're doing for BNI. Today, I want to talk a little bit about failure. You did a book called Sometimes You Win, Sometimes You Learn. I love the content in that book. Tell us about that a little bit.
Ivan, I think the biggest misconception about success is somehow successful people have learned how to avoid failure.
Yes.
And I tell you, if you're highly successful, the only difference between you and a person that isn't is that the high possibility is you failed more than they have, because you're constantly testing, you're constantly trying, so therefore you have some misses. Because whenever you're on the edge, you have misses. And what I try to help people understand is that failure needs to be your friend, not your enemy. And that if you'll embrace failure, it will help you and it'll be an asset to you. If you don't embrace it, it'll be a liability. So in my book, Sometimes You Win, Sometimes You Learn, I basically said that when a person says, I lost, that doesn't interest me. What interests me is, what did you learn from your loss?
Right.
If you learned from your loss, you really didn't have a loss.
No.
And if you didn't learn from your loss, you lost big.
Yes.
So the way to never lose is not by failure. The way to never lose is by learning from the losses.
Yeah.
And that's why I say embrace failure as your friend, and that's why I wrote the book, Sometimes You Win, Sometimes You Learn.
You know, I've learned over the years that sometimes what is in the way becomes the way.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that, you know, you're so focused on this being in your way, but that ends up taking you in a different direction, or it takes you in a direction that you wouldn't have expected. And failure helps you get there.
Every opportunity has an obstacle in front of it.
Right.
There's no such thing as a clear path to
Right.
opportunity or to prosperity or to success. It doesn't happen. It doesn't exist.
It doesn't. And people ask me all the time, you know, have you had failures? And they're always surprised at just how many failures I've had.
Well, they're also surprised, Ivan, not only about how many failures you've had, they're also surprised by how you readily admit it. Because what I've discovered is people look at me and I'll say, oh, yes, I've had many failures. And it's kind of like, oh, you've had failures?
Yeah.
And what I think we need to do is remove the success gap. The success gap is the gap that basically says, you're up here, I'm down here, and I can never get where you are. And the reason for that is because we haven't been honest with people. We have failed our way forward.
Absolutely.
And that's the key.
John, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.